Welcome back, everyone. NicknLex here. Thank you so much for joining me today to this new episode. Today we got a marathon, pretty much the first official marathon from ERIK from Queens. Thank you so much for the support, for making this video happen. And this is going to be awesome. A lot of guitar playing in the titles. There are some bands that I do know, some that I don't. So it's very, very exciting. And also today we released our Gary Moore video, Alexia and I. So I think it goes with the theme. I'm very happy to do this. So thank you again so much, ERIK. I appreciate it. And everybody who's watching, I hope you enjoy this reaction. So here we go with the email that ERIK sent to me yesterday. So we're doing 4 artists, but there's some songs that have 2 tracks. So fairly new stuff, you know. So it says here, hey Nick, for my first official marathon, I'll be requesting some tracks from Neil Francis, the Marcus King band. I knew Marcus King, amazing player, and Billy Strings with Marcus King. So I don't know Billy Strings, and Neil Francis, I don't believe I do. It says I first heard Neil Francis a few years ago when he opened for Marcus King band. So I figured I'd have him open the set as well. Cheers, ERIK. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. So we're going to do 3 tracks on Spotify, and then we're going to change it up with some videos at the end. So stick around if you want to see the entire thing. I'm sure it's going to get very, very good. These musicians are highly educated in jazz, blues, and rock music, so there's a little bit for everyone here, you know. So without further ado, let's get it started here on Spotify. And thank you so much for tuning in. Again, if you're new to the channel, welcome. If you would like to subscribe, of course, it does help out. If you would like to request a video, there's a way to do it on Buy Me a Coffee. Or you can become a patron as well and have one guaranteed reaction every month and stuff like that. Just check out the website, you know, the YouTube website. Click around and you'll find various things. If you don't know who we are, there's even some information and all that stuff. So let's give it up here for Neil Francis with the song Prometheus. This is from 2021. Let's see, the album is called In Plain Sight. Let's see, and yeah, I mean, very exciting to see new stuff, you know, from, you know, the 20s. And here we go with this. Let's give it up for Neil Francis with Prometheus. So here we go. Some super tramp here, huh? Wow. Wow. What can I say? Oh my god, this is amazing. I can't wait to send this to Alexia. If I don't tell her, but she's gonna figure out. This sounds straight out of the 60s and 70s. Beautiful. The way even the way he dresses, but without overdoing it. It's just he has captured the beautiful essence of the 60s and 70s. I hear the Beatles, the voice. I hear Supertramp, the keyboards. I hear Steely Dan, the great recording, the great, beautiful, timings, and it's just wonderful, wonderful track. The guitar without overplaying. It was always engaging, interesting, fresh. It doesn't sound dated at all. It has like funk. And I don't know, it has a little bit of everything. Let's see. Yeah, it has like this. Yes, literally what I said. Neil Francis' music is an intoxicating blend of funk, soul, and rock that evokes the glory days of the 60s and 70s, but it's undeniably fresh. His 2019 debut album Changes drew lavish applause, hailed as the reincarnation of Alan Toussaint. Alan Toussaint, that sounds very it's just a little bit here. Man, the guy even looks, straight out of the 70s, like the haircut, everything, man. Wow. So this is in plain sight. So let me see. This is not his debut. Let's check it out. Wow, I'm just like shocked how good this is. Let's see here. Also, the covers are so good. Yeah, 2019. So this is his third album. Oh, wait a minute. No, this is his second album. So Changes 2019, In Plain Sight second, and he did some instrumentals. And he did a third album, Sentimental Garbage, and a live album. Man, definitely would see him live. Like, what a sound. Like the bass, the drumming, syncopation. And what I love as a guitar player, he didn't overplay. I love that. I see a lot of guitar videos from the newer, like, people his age, and it's just all technique, and it's all like weird stuff, and it's not very, it's amazing, but it's not very, it doesn't have that melody and that flow, that this music from the 60s and 70s have, and further on, of course, but it's very, it's all technique, and it's great, but it's just like musically not that stimulating. It's great to watch and to say, oh my lord, this must be so difficult, and my respects to pull that off, but I rather listen to something like this, you know, with a couple of bends and some nice, you know, harmony guitar, and maybe there a little solo here and there, you know, but also his singing was great. And let's listen to the next song. So this is from his first album, Changes, and this is Changes parts 1 and 2, but it's one song. So let's see what surprises he gives us here in this one. So far, super happy. Again, ERIK, thank you so much. I'm so lucky. Alexia and I were so lucky to have run into you at the airport in Munich. What a weird way to meet and then, you know, reconnect on YouTube. That's just the way, you know. And he's like, I remember that he was like, hey, I enjoy your Steely Dan reactions, you know. And now I'm wearing a Steely Dan shirt. So yeah, that's just that. I didn't have this planned. Okay, Changes parts 1 and 2. Here we go.
Something that right with me. Just sitting here hoping and praying. I'll just take it slow. It gets harder.
Wow, I can finally pause. I mean, there's so much stuff that reminds me of like Barry White, Earth, Wind and Fire. The guitar solo, oh my god, was so beautiful with the like this like raking of the guitar, you know, just like, oh man, the rhythm guitar, the lead on this is so good. His voice is so, I don't know, he has captured such a great style, but it still sounds, it doesn't sound like a copy, you know. It has like, he wears obviously his influences on his sleeve, but in a good way. It's not like, there's some bands that literally straight out copy, and it's still good, you know. There's a few bands that I could mention right now, but I don't want to get into it. But there are some bands who like literally just like copy and paste, and they're successful, and it's amazing. But this is still, he has his own style, and he just plays music, you know, that is tasteful and has meaning, and it's just like, you know, heartwarming. You know, I could say the solo reminded me a little bit of Mark Knopfler, but with a, you know, a little bit of Hendrix, and it's just like very classic, you know, and has class. It's not just like, I don't know, it's very carefully produced. Also, the sounds are all older instruments, all these, the keys, and I love how the bass, you know, dances around the fretboard, and just instead of just like playing the same chord, you know, the same notes, it's you know, it's like dancing around the chords. Beautiful. And I love the acoustic guitar, the electric guitar on clean, doing like these beautiful chords. It's very funky stuff, very, very good. It's just like the drumming, everything is wonderful. There's like this really fun group that I have with my family, because a lot of people in my family, now my extended family, who's the husband of Alexia's sister, he's a doctor, but he also plays guitar, and everybody in the family plays guitar. His dad plays guitar. His brother is an amazing guitar player. Like on this trip, on the wedding, I was just jamming with this family, and they're all so good. They're all so amazing. And also his daughter plays amazing piano. And the boyfriend of the daughter is also a musician. He's a drummer. So I was just like surrounded by all these amazingly accomplished musicians. So we have a group together, which is called the Guitar Guys. And so I'm going to send this into the group. I'm curious what they say. And this guy, I mean, he has like 250,000 listeners monthly. This guy should have millions and millions of listeners, because this music is amazing. So let's keep going. I needed to say something. I needed to kind of like inject my thoughts, because I was just thinking, and I can't, and then I'm reacting, of course, but sometimes also reacting is like interrupting and just speaking, you know. So here we go. Let's continue with Changes.
I'll just take it slow. It gets harder.
So good. So good. I mean, what can I say? What can I say that I didn't say when I paused? But beautiful, beautiful improvisation at the end. Very jazzy as well. I mean, he just has amazing musicians, you know, that. And for a debut, this sounds way better than it should, you know. I mean, talk about like beginning, you know, abandon this amazing. All right, well, you know, we're gonna load up the videos. Give me 1 second, I'll be right back. All right, I'm back, and I have to be honest, I shared the songs with everyone that I know. So this is how music travels, you know, like, of course, this video, but also if it's good music, I want to share it. So I send it to Alexia, I send it to most of my guitar player friends and just musicians. Man, this was so good. So let's continue with the marathon. This is the Marcus King band. So I've seen some Marcus King. I did react to some Marcus, and he is amazing. I mean, for the fact that he's so young and he's just getting, you know, I mean, he's already so good. It's gonna be ridiculous once he gets like actually older. This is called Rita Is Gone, live at the JITV HQ in LA and California. So thank you so much. Also, Jam in the Van, thank you so much, because I'm using your YouTube channel. So I hope that's fine. Man, this is a longer take, but I can't wait, honestly. So here we go. Let's blow this up here. Full screen, and here. All right, let's close this and enjoy, man. Enjoy, you guys. This is gonna be awesome. Here we go.
Van, and this is a tune called Rita Is Gone.
Look at that guitar, man. Oh my lord, that voice.
She was so tired, but her eyes remained open. So much to say, but her words remained unspoken. Weep not for me, for my mind will hold no peace. She carried so much weight.
Wow.
Rita is gone. She ain't coming back in your lifetime. Say she gone. She won't wait for you in your next life. Gone, she's
My God, look at those chord progression. If you look at his fingers, it's ridiculous. He's playing exactly what the piano is playing, which is very complicated chord structures. I love the trumpet. I love the bass player, how in the zone he is. The drumming, it's just like, what a tiny space, and it's such releasing such amazing music. His voice is just like full of soul. I love this. This guy is like on the level, you know, of the greats that we call the greats nowadays. This guy is already on that level, and look at, he's like very young, you know. So I just wish, you know, these people. The thing nowadays is there's an amazing amount of competition, and a lot of people, the younger generations, obviously don't listen to this kind of music, so it's more older people, and they stick to their, you know, original bands, you know, so they don't listen to, you know, 20-year-olds, 25-year-olds, but maybe we should, you know. So let's check it out. Look at those cards.
Said I'm lonely when I'm with you. At my best when I'm alone. But I need someone here beside me, baby. Please don't stay gone too long.
Wow.
And your love continues to hurt me, baby. My heart's been breaking slowly. And your loneliness will kill me faster. Find it in yourself to stay.
I love the Colorado hat. I love it.
Freedom is gone. She ain't coming back in your lifetime. Say she gone. She won't wait for you in your next life. Now she gone. She ain't coming back in your lifetime. In your lifetime. Oh, she gone. She won't wait for you in your next life.
Okay.
Gone, 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 she gone.
Okay, I don't know what's happening. It's starting to lag. Give me a second, okay? All right. Okay, so I think what happened is I had too many tabs open. I went back a little in the video so we can listen to it all. I hope it doesn't happen again. It usually doesn't happen anymore. Like, I haven't had any sort of lag in a video. But also it was displaying, I think, in like 4K or something. So I put the quality down a little bit. You won't notice because it's smaller. So let's just continue. But so far, I mean, even with when he plays lead, and I don't think he's even using a pick. It just sounds amazing. All these guys are top notch, honestly. I didn't even see the guy behind him. I think he's a sax player, but I love that they all have, you know, a little bit of like tiny cameras and you can capture it all. So let's continue. Let's go. There we are. Wow, my lord.
Tell me you remember that.
Okay, I'm just gonna pause because I don't want to get more copyright claims than we already will get. You know, it's a marathon, so that's fine. But oh my lord, did you hear that improvisation from the trumpet player and the sax player? Man, this guy, I mean, the guitar, the lines he's playing, the language he knows on the instrument is ridiculous. He's not even looking. He's a world-class guitar player. He's already up there with the greats. And sometimes it's hard for me to say this, but sometimes even the greats, the greatest of the great, or what is considered the greatest of the greats, they don't even have that kind of level of musicianship. This is clearly a guitar protege, and highly, this is school. This is like you only learn this type of stuff in school, or you're super highly talented, or you listen to the right music, or a combination of everything. But I know a lot of guitar players who are world famous and forever immortalized, and they don't play like this. It's the sad truth. And they have obviously all the recognition in the world, and then you have someone like this, who's way smaller, and he blows them all out of the water, which is insane. So yeah, I mean, just his vocals, the feel he has, the chords he plays, the rhythm guitar, I mean, just like the changes of chords that he masters is ridiculous. He could just stand there and sing, but he does pretty much what the piano is doing, but on the guitar. And then those leads, that lead guitar is just like next level. This guy is like on a different level. I think on my first video I looked up how old he was, but he started also very young. This is also, of course, very important, So he's now 28, imagine. Born 1996. And it's crazy that he plays this kind of music, and so well, Yeah, there's some really pictures that were very, very young. Let's see. All right, well, let's keep going. So this is going to be amazing now. This combo. So Billy's Strings I haven't heard, but Marcus, this is Summertime, featuring Billy Strings and Marcus King. So I don't know if it's Summertime, that classic. I don't know who wrote it, if it was Sinatra. Summertime. But I could be totally wrong. It could be some other Summertime. But hey, let's go. And I hope you're enjoying this. And I hope you follow this man and give him, the praise that he deserves, And if he would come through, Colorado or Denver, definitely will go see him. Like, definitely, 100%. All right. Let's blow it up. Maybe let's put the quality a little bit lower. The audio quality does not get affected by this. Just putting down the video quality. All right. Let's go. Summertime.
1, 2.
Ooh, look at that Les Paul. Beautiful. to these instruments, man.
Summertime and the living is easy. Fish are jumping, the cotton is high. Your pappy's rich and your mama's good looking. Hush, little baby, honey, don't you cry. One of these mornings you rise up singing. Honey, spread out your wings and take to the sky. Until that day, honey, hush up your crying. Your mama and your pappy, honey, they're standing by.
Nice. Oh my god. Those octaves. Look at those chords.
Your pappy's rich and your mama's good looking. Hush, little baby, honey, don't you cry. I said, hush, little baby, don't
Wow.
Yeah, man.
I love it. I love it. So good. They're just like in this factory, in this guitar factory, but these I guess Carter vintage guitars. I mean, look at those guitarists. They're like super old, but also that's why they sound the way they sound. But again, they sound the way they sound because the musicians that are playing them. This was a beautiful interpretation of the singing, the improvisation, and it's, you know, I mean, let's be real, it can be very repetitious, you know, these kind of chords, you know, these chord progressions. You can either make them super advanced like this, and you can expand them, and you can play outside, you know, over them, and then it's when it gets exciting again. And that's why I've been so much into jazz these last couple of years, because, you know, the blues scale is very effective, but it can get repetitious very, very fast. And then it just sounds the same, you know. So there's players, and I can see it, Marcus, he is in the, you know, in that box, but he's playing outside of the box, you know. He's playing the chords that represent this music. It's very, these like the blues, and but you can also make it very interesting. And there's guitar players like Scott Henderson, who has proven that you can play blues jazz. You can like jazz around in that blues structure, and it is very interesting. And that's what, for example, Marcus is doing here. Man, what a great tune. Both of them, beautiful improvisation, great vocals, just perfect playing. It's really, really good, especially for someone who plays guitar. And it's refreshing to see, because when you click on guitar videos, especially on YouTube nowadays, if you click on one guitar video of a new player, a younger player, like I mentioned before, there's a lot of like all this technical stuff, and it's very impressive. But it's also it sounds very rehearsed and very like, it's just like, it's almost like techno music. It's like copy and paste, like this lick here, and then tap, and then do this arpeggio, and then I'm gonna play an arpeggio with all of my hands, and then tap, and then slap, and then it's just like, and it kind of like, after a while, after like 2-3 minutes, I'm like, this is like not very musical at all, and then you hear something like this, and it's the same old formula, just a little bit, I guess even polished. I mean, these are schooled musicians. You can hear it like right away. So yeah, it's just like, it's like Rick Beato. He has all these guitar players on, and you see that the old players, there's nothing that they have to brush up on, because it's already perfect. When he had David Gilmour and Steve Vai and Marty Friedman, and nobody's changing their style. And then he has very young players, and they basically say, well, I don't play like the old style, like the boomer way. And then I found that very off-putting, because that is basically how the guitar sounds, if you don't like slap it, tap it, and do all that crazy stuff. I don't know, it's really like, a personal preference. I'm not going to talk I've already have, but I don't want to talk bad about new techniques, because I also have tried them. I've tried my tapping, and I've tried like doing arpeggios and then tapping the last note, and it's all very exciting, but it just, as a musical form, it's just not, I don't know. I guess for me, it's not as exciting. Maybe somebody watches this and says, Nick, you're too old school. You have no idea what you're talking about. I would accept it. But it's just like, I just think that the technique of the last, 50, 60 years has been the one that I love. It was very effective and successful. But then again, I listen to a lot of jazz and jazz fusion, and that's also very out there, and that's also very effective. And for a lot of people, it doesn't work at all, because it's too confusing, it's too fast, or it's too just weird, So I think this is a very happy medium of very, of modern playing, where you kind of like use your knowledge of harmony and and musical, just you have to go to kind of like school to learn how to play like this. You have to know about theory, and that's just, some people never studied theory and never went to music school, and they're amazing, and I could name you like one of the 5 greatest guitar players in the world, and they never studied. It's just pure talent, but sometimes it is very effective if you study, and then you can just like explore different paths. And I think it's just faster, because these paths, sooner or later you figure them out, even if you don't go to music schools. It just happens along the way. But it's like you can take a couple of shortcuts and just be amazing, and be able to improvise that usually you couldn't as fast. I don't know if I'm making sense, but again, this was just wonderful. It's just, I geek out with this stuff. because I love guitar music, I love jazz, I love blues, I love rock, anything that's on the guitar, classical music, it doesn't matter, flamenco. So yeah, I guess I'm geeking out a little bit. Again, thank you so much, ERIK, for this wonderful marathon. Your first. I hope I hope there's a second one with this kind of content in it, and I hope we don't get copyright claimed all the way into oblivion. Even if it does happen, there's always a way to kind of dispute this stuff. But I just hope it's a smooth upload, and so everybody can enjoy. Again, thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Please leave a comment, leave a like, dislike, whatever, subscribe. Thank you so much, and I'll see you all in the next video.